Well, respect, respect, respect. I'm gonna get this out the way. Gonna get my shout out the way. Shawana, will respect to you, King on 28, Jay Wilson, Chicken History Channel, Kevin, Amber, Silverback King. Respect to you. Respect to all of y'all that's in here that are watching. And y'all, and I'm gonna get this out the way. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in here on this. There's some people on this app is is ratchet. I'm going to say that before I get on to the other thing. And if y'all wonder why I got it on subscribers only mode, it's because people got my name in their mouth. They probably want to come on here and troll, which I don't have time for no troll acting a fool. I ain't got no troll. I ain't got no time for no troll to be acting a fool over in my chat when I'm talking about something serious. That why I got it on subscribers only. You gotta be subscribed for 48 hours before you could type in the chat. But you can watch. Respect Nate. Respect Nate. Respect Steady Grande. See, that's why I got it on subscribers only mode. Cause they feel like if they can't get a Mondo, they can get me. But not happening. Cause I'm not with that shit. Let's get to the topic. I just wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. And I got it out the way. So how's everybody day going so far? How is everybody day going so far? Hope everybody day going fantastic. Hope everybody life today is going fantastic, better than it was yesterday. Are we heading for towards let me get it right. World War Three? Or are we headed to something else? Because this thing over there in the Middle East is something else, right? Because who are we to believe? The Hamas, the Israelite, the Pakistani, our government. Who should we believe? Right? Who's wrong or right in that situation? Respect, Miss T. Who's right in that situation? See, one thing I see that situation with Rome, that situation with all of them. One, innocent men, children, and women are getting let down. There's people that don't have that live there don't have nothing to do with what's going on between the mother two. They don't care because guess why they don't care? Because they innocent, especially little kids. See, People start this war, whatever, on this earth because they can. Just try to see who's big and bad and bold, right? But they don't think about the casualty of innocent children. They don't think about the casualties of innocent women. They don't think about the casualties of innocent men. They're just living in that country. So I don't care what side you on, both are wrong. Because guess what? You see air attack, take a rocket from a rocket launcher into a city, no matter what part of the city, and that's kids, women, and children that try to hoping to succeed and go away, but also they are gone. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what you trying to do. Here she go. But it's like this. It's like this right here. What would y'all rather happen? I tell you what, I would love to happen. If you want to fight amongst this faction against this faction, okay, fight amongst each other. But let the men, women, children who have nothing to do with innocent, let them get out of harm's way first. Respect be respect be Rod, respect Dubs. Yeah, it's happening. Like I said, that's kind of like a holy war going on between them. Because guess what? What are they fighting about? What are they going at war about? Do either one have an agenda? See, that we've got to take a deep dive and look into. Then we got to take a look into see why they are doing what they're doing. I'm talking about not just one side. I'm talking about both sides. See, we got to see what's really going on. We got to see what's going on. Go, how you gonna be how you say it? How you gonna be from one side or the other side? What you don't? Why you don't like nobody else? You don't like him because he's Palestinian. He a Israelite. That's dumb as all as you try to start a fire with water. Yeah, and the thing is, we sticking our nose where it don't belong. Once again, we sticking our nose where it don't belong, Miss T. We sticking our nose where it don't belong. All right. So guess what? We're gonna get what we gonna get what we. Oh shoot! Sorry about that, Miss T. Hold on. Oops. Sorry about that, Miss T. I was trying to do something else. It's all about something else. It's all about something else. No, it doesn't concern us. But guess what? Everybody, because what? That's people. I was told that people in hell want ice water, but guess what? They don't get ice water, do they? See, we got all got to live on this planet as one person, as one human race. See, they too much worried about what's going on over there. in the Middle East that taking care of what's going on at the house on this land. There's some homeless people that don't have nowhere to go, that need mental health care, that need doctor care, that need a dentist. There's some children that's in foster care getting due to where they cannot defend for themselves. There's a too much domestic violence going on over here. There's too much people killing doing what they do to each other, and there's too many police misconduct going on, and we're paying for it over here. So, what should that be over there? Let them fight it out. They're just like it's just like a girl get a fight with a girl one on one, but here comes the other girlfriend jump in it. Then guess what? Here comes the girl that getting jumped on. Here comes her friend. Here we go, all out fight between a whole bunch of girls. Same thing with guys. But the other girls, for either one, hopped in and don't know what the world the fight was about. Yeah, it's a lot of money and power. You said the two key words, money and power. Money and power. See, one person trying to control everything. One person cannot control everything. So you try to control. If one person control everything, guess what? We all have been up up the creek without a. We'd be up the creek in a boat without a paddle. Then that person that got all the power, who do he or she answer to? Who is he or she gonna answer to? Who gonna hold that person accountable if that person got all the power? I'm just saying. No one person can hold all the power. No one human can hold all the power. No one person can tell another human being what to do and what not to do. See, there's a whole lot of I told you, it's not just a black white thing. This people don't dislike the other person because of color of their skin or because of their religion. It's stupid. I guarantee you, a person that don't like your religion or a person that don't like the color of your skin couldn't tell you could tell you a valid reason why they don't like you. See, here the excuses they're gonna use cause my family didn't like you. Respect CC. Respect Mother Black TV. And when cause think about it. Think about it. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. This tutor, she melanated. She tutored this little Caucasian girl. And the Caucasian girl said something out of the way to the melanated teacher, and made the teacher tell her, said, children don't learn things as if they wasn't around nobody, they playing with other people of different nationality and different skin tone. They don't learn nothing, them kind of behavior, unless they say it around them or say it in front of them around other people. That's how they learn. Yeah, it all in there. That's why I said it's the whole of war. What we doing getting in the whole of war for? What we getting in that war for? What we getting in that battle for? We don't know what they fighting about. They fighting over land. See? So how do we say why can't people stay in their own lane? Why can't people stay in their own lane? See, if people start minding their own business like they're supposed to, things would be better. Okay, I'm tell you why I said that. I'm tell you why I said that. Hold on, I'm pulling something up. Pull something up. I'm gonna tell you something. What really going on? Hold on. I'm tell you what really going on. What's going on, Don?
Come on, player. Yes, me.
What's on?
In the trouble.
It's you, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just had to make sure. You know how they, yeah. Oh, you might have been in the bush for a while.
Come on, man. I'm always on the back scenes. We keep it low. You know what I mean? The dudes,
Yeah,
you gotta pay attention to the dudes sitting in the back corner quietly. These dudes that are loud, these loud mouths, you know what I mean? And show them.
yeah,
You already know they're all loud mouths and show them. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. But
Um,
that way I got on the subscriber only mode for 48 hours. You got to be subscribed for 48 hours. But when you think about where are we in World War III or are we in something else, or is it a holy war? What do you think? What do you think
well,
it is?
Well, you got to understand the state of Israel and where the state, what year the state of Israel was created. You know what I mean? The state of Israel is barely new. The Palestinians had held this land for years. All right. If you go back to the map 20 years, you see when the state of Israel was established, how small it was and how big they became by waging holy war. You know what I mean? Between the Muslims and the Jews. So this is a spiritual war. But you got to understand the state of Israel didn't always exist. It was brought to power recently. You understand? And look, the small hats have been kicked out of more than 120 countries for what they have done. You understand? I'm for the people. I'm for the real people. So if this was your land before these people came abroad, fight for your land. You know what I mean? Because this is some bullshit. That's what's going on, and you already know what it is. This holy shit was brought to bring division amongst us.
Yeah, and think about it. It was building up over time. Think about it. See, think about this. What do kids learn? Their behavior don't like the other skin tone, don't like the other religion. What did they learn that at
That
home?
shit that shit is learned in school. My son was brought up around everybody. You understand? My son was brought up amongst black melanated people. You know where my son learned racism? In school. In
Yeah,
school. My son
and
didn't know racism until they started bringing up the Martin Luther King and segregation shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that's when
yeah,
they cross lines and cause division.
yeah. And the thing is, they don't know the whole story. See, see, this is what they see. Thing about it, that's why they don't want the whole story to be told. See, they want his stories to be told, but our story, where we came from, they don't want that to be told. So guess what? Our story started over there, and guess what? Some of us already here, but they don't want their story to be told because guess what? People like you. me, and everybody that's in the chat know the real story. You feel me?
All right. Absolutely. And let me add to that. We keep, we never lost our land. We lost our fucking minds. The term African American was brought forth by Jesse Jackson and the movement. You know what I mean? That term African American is new. We were Aboriginal Americans. Yo, we the indigenous people of this land. When God created us, He created us from this dirt and mud. We must remember who we are. That's the problem here. We are a lot of us are not aware of the history and who we are. We need to hold these people accountable for the Lord. You know what I mean? Because we've been had, son. You know what I mean? People believe
Oh
that they're
yeah.
African Americans. Let me tell y'all. You know what I mean? There was less than almost 2 million people, Africans, brought here as slaves. Remember, read history. The copper people of the Americas was been here since day one, since God created this motherfucking earth. So don't be confused. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right about that. And think about it. All the stuff that our people do today, guess what? We don't know about that stuff. Where did we learn it from? What
Cool.
did it? What we learned it from them them Caucasians, right? See, I try to tell everybody. Everybody think they all pure, pure what they are. I hate to tell these some of the Caucasian, you're not pure Caucasian. Hate to tell them. Hate look. I don't hate to tell them that, but I love telling them that because they get mad when I tell them that. But respect to Jesus. But guess what? You and everybody in the chat and myself, we keep talking about it. I don't care they hear me when I was talking about it or not. Because guess what? I'm gonna keep talking about it. Because guess what? Our people need to know. They need to get out of that mindset. See, we go to work. Some people go to work, right? It's just a job to pay bills and all that stuff. We don't even want to be paying taxes. Guess what? It's all about money and the power, ain't it?
Absolutely, it's a psychological influence. I don't believe in waking up to that clock. That clock is kind of a mind control. You know what I mean? Let the sun, the moon, and the stars predict our night and day and how we sleep and how we contort the natural law and universal law, not man's law, because man's law is corrupted. Remember, we need to stand on natural law and universal law. And some of us has been psychologically affected by the school indoctrination system. So we were taught, to think this way or be this way. You understand? We were taught this way, and we were taught how to keep ourselves clean.
You so right about that. And if you've been watching, I've been telling them about all the laws, all the stuff. And guess what? Some people don't want to go do the research. They want
Exactly,
to.
because they want to know the truth. You understand? You understand who coined that phrase African American? That was Jesse Jackson. I personally believe Jesse Jackson was involved in the demise of Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King, he was talking about integration. You know what I mean? I think segregation is nothing wrong with that, because that's self-preservation. Self-preservation is preservating your culture. That's why Martin Luther King, when he did the knowledge and realized, he said, "I led my people into a burning house." Because why? Because, you know what I mean? Please excuse me if y'all don't believe me. Segregation is reparations. The blacks were strong. Blacks had their own economy. Blacks had their own buildings, their own property. You understand? So when we were integrated, all that shit was taken from us. The bombings that happened in what was it, Tennessee? You know what I mean? Please correct me if I'm wrong. But remember Black Wall Street. You understand? So segregation is self-preservation. Integration made us lose, made melanated people and Americans, let me not say melanated people, Americans, the direct descendants of the indigenous people of the Americas, lose their power. You understand? And that's why they were bombed. So, it's a touchy subject, but maybe segregation is self-preservation. Integration is losing control. How do you feel about what I just said?
Oh, I 100% agree because I'm taking this right here. Central Park in New York. Guess what it used to be?
People don't understand the people that live in Central Park and the culture or the civilization that lived there. There was a specific group of people that owned this land. And you know what? When they created Central Park, it was taken from us. That's why I respect the ODB. I'm not only talking shit. Well, I'm not only speaking. I've been to these reservations. I've been, in places when ODB was speaking the truth
Yeah,
and he was
yeah,
telling y'all, this is our land. You know what I mean? This is our land. That's why they had to get rid of ODB. Let me tell y'all something, people. Let me tell y'all people who are in the Northeast. Go to the Shinnecock Reservation. You know what I mean? Go to the Poofstack Reservation and look what these people look like. They look like you. You know what I mean? Dark
yeah,
skin, copper
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Um,
And Dr. Pete, check this out. See, not only Central Park, Lake Lanier was a black cow driving. I think either Louisiana, Mississippi, they had a town there, but they they kind of like I want to call it a concentration camp. Basically, got them all, put them all in one area where they hardly can get out. You feel what I'm saying? So the research, I keep telling people, do your research. Research. So if you do your research, you'll find a whole lot of stuff they don't want you to know.
that's a
Whole
fact.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, well,
And
they're trying to hide.
go ahead.
Well, they're trying to hide the truth. You understand? They don't want you to know who you are because once you know who you are, you gain power. Knowledge is power. You know what I mean? I forgot what president it was. Malcolm X was assassinated. Remember, Martin Luther King was assassinated, and I forgot what president was in power. He said Malcolm X will be the authentic black leader. The rest of you black leaders will be appointed. And that's why I say what I say about Jesse Jackson. He was appointed a leader. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Jackson coined the term to the public African American to make y'all think every melanated person came from Africa, which is not the truth. Because remember, this is our land by inheritance. We are, direct descendants of the indigenous people of the Americas. This is our land. You know what I mean? So they took this land by us by tricking us. You understand? So now we need to wake up the masses because if more people knew what was going on, we will be aware. We have to hold them accountable for their law. Remember, the United States is a corporation. This shit is a fucking business. When you go into the court and you see that yellow fringe around the United States American flag, that's maritime law. You understand? So we've been hacked. When when a ship comes into port, it's called its birth. A ship birth, just like us. We came out of our mother's waters. We've been birthed. So you gotta understand the technology and the wordplay they use against us. Shit ain't always what it seems.
And you right about that. Respect to together, we break chain. Respect to Queen E. Jane forecast. And I'm taking this right here. Just think about it. See, you know why some people, some us men and women of our, it's anybody that cannot start a business, can't start try to start a town. You notice what happened to all these towns, right? They got burnt down. Uh, some built over top of them. That's going on over
Yeah,
there. It's going on over there. Cause think about it. If people, if these people, I don't care what race, I don't care what ethnic group, I don't care what nationality is. If you believe in the Bible, you see what I'm saying? If you believe in that Bible, and they believe in Jesus Christ, God, you know what I'm saying? If they believe in them, if they read Revelation, they said what how it described how Jesus was, right? Gave it the picture of what he was or she was. I ain't gonna say it as a he, if I was a she. You feel what I'm saying? So what man and woman, you know, got skin like bronze.
That shit came from the Americans, man. Remember,
Got
on
it.
the history says the copper color people of the Americas. Let me tell y'all something, man. When you go, you study the images in the Mayan pyramids. You understand? Look at these images, and they will portray who they are. These present people, so-called Native Americans, you see them with the feathers on their head and all of that. Look at them. They're Asian. They're Mongolian. All right. Everybody there is Mongolian. So now we got these $5 Indians with the feathers and all of that. You know what I mean? And they say there's a lot
Yep.
of pyramids and
Yep.
mountains. So they say these pyramids, these mountains were built by our ancestors. Well, hold on a second. Let me correct myself. When you reach the present day, you know what I mean, Incas, and they tell you who built this, they tell you we don't know who built this. These shits was been here before we got here. You know what I mean? And these people was sent here as almost like, you know, spies or I can't understand the correct word. But when they tell you, well, let's dig this pyramid up, and they'll be like, nah, these are our ancestors. Why? Because these people were sent here to confuse you. Because if they dig these pyramids up, they will know who the original people of the Americas are. Let me tell y'all something. Amerigo Vespucci, America wasn't named after them. You understand? You have to understand the Amuricans, Tupac Amuru Shakur. These are leaders, Amuricans in the empire and the Mayan Empire back in the days, way before these people were brought forth. You understand? These people that you see, these present day Mexicans, if you look at them, they look Asian. Yes, because they're Mongolian and Chinese mixed with the Aboriginal and indigenous people of the Americas. All right. If you can't tell the difference sometimes between some of these present day Mexicans and Chinese because they're all one in the same. You know what I mean? These people were put here and given certain properties to deceive the rest of the masses. You know what I mean? Just like and please forgive me and excuse me if some of y'all don't understand what I'm saying. These plantations belong to y'all. You understand? I live in North Carolina. When I've been to the North Carolina Museum of History, and I saw, on a placard that says, even black people own slaves. All right, so who are the black people that own slaves? The indigenous people of the Americas. These plantations was taken away from you. These were your plantations. Through trickery and crop sharing, they took control. You understand? We didn't lose our land. We lost our fucking mind. You understand? So I'm here to say we need to educate ourselves and come back to who we were because we can take control of this shit. It's just we don't know who the fuck we are. Like I said, the indigenous people of the Americas, they think they came from Africa. So we don't hold no allegiance in this land. So they make you think that this land ain't yours, but this land is ours due to inheritance and our ancestors. If you read our ancestors, they will tell you we've been here since God created this motherfucking earth. We were made from the motherfucking dust. So, and that's all I want to say. I might be going off, but I just want to remind y'all that term African American is fucking new. You know what I mean? Jesse Jackson coined that shit. And some motherfuckers will sell out and for the people, you know what I mean? For power.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You be safe. You stay woke. You stay awake. Not too woke. Right of respect to you, my brother. And like I said, what see, some people don't try to figure out what we talking about over here has to do with over there. It's the same difference. It's the same difference. It's about land and power. Everybody want to try to take the land, but my problem is with that. I don't care who right or wrong, because I don't care who right or wrong. My thing is, whether human decency or the two factions going shooting rockets and doing this and doing that, why you gonna take innocent people hostage? The men and women and children, especially the children, they don't have nothing to do with it. Because you don't like their religion. See, that's the problem I have with it. And then our government want to go stick their nose in there when we got problems, more problems over here that need to be taken care of. But guess what? They won't spend the money to try to take care of this problem they got over here. They want to keep the powers to be in power. They still want us to struggle. Some of us to struggle doing what we do. Cause low they see us struggling, low they see us, they still got that mind control over us. They can do whatever they want to do. Who gonna stop them?
All right. Remember, the universe, the world works on energy. Everything is based upon energy. So when they present to us individual, that shit affects our emotions. So our emotions influence the globe and the planet. You understand? Just like when you see the movie Avatar, that was us, the indigenous people of the Americas. So these people came here and caused corruption and do what they had to do. Ain't nothing new under the motherfucking sun. You understand? If you read that Bible is a book of instruction. These old devils, they still here. They never left. You know what I mean? When you see the Baphomet and you see this name, Baal or the Apollyon in the Bible, you have to understand what you're dealing with. These fallen angels. Just like I don't believe in aliens. These are not aliens. There's nothing new under here. We can't leave this earth or this motherfucking planet. So these aliens, these are demons being brought to y'all and proposed to y'all as aliens. Remember, the fallen angels never left. They're still here. We were just made to forget about what was going on. You know what I mean? All this shit is universal law, divine law, and nature's law. Do you understand? I mean, you get my drift?
Oh, I understand that. Respect to me. And I'm
All
looking
right,
at you out
all
here.
right.
It's like this. Uh,
These
uh,
fallen
uh, uh,
demons, ain't gonna tell you I'm a motherfucking demon. He gonna tell you I came from out of this world.
yeah.
So you don't possess
And
the understanding. You know what I mean? I'm a flat earth. I believe in that
yeah.
around this universe. Ain't nothing like us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We are divine beings. We are cultivated in this image. We possess power. Remember, we are one. You need to remember who you are. This
Yeah.
earth is ours. These trees speak. These trees speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh,
Remember who
uh,
let me tell you about Tarzan. Tarzan has been presented to us in the media. Do you think a white European man could survive in the jungles? You understand when the sun has a certain effect on them and it kills them. The sun kills them. You know what I mean? People who ain't melanated, the sun kills them. So you think Tarzan is the king of the jungle, son, as it's presented at us in this TV? Nah. You think Tarzan was a white man? You think Cleopatra, Cleopatra, all right? She was portrayed in movies. Who played the role? Queen Elizabeth, a white woman. You know what I mean? So we've been had, son. We are psychologically affected by how we've been indoctrinated. We need to remember who the fuck we are and the power we possess. Look at hip hop. Yo, hip hop made it as the number one genre in the world. Look at these commercials on TV. What they represent. Hip hop. Hip hop sells. That's culture. You know what I mean? Going back to hip hop, is a culture, a Caribbean culture of people who were made people from New York. You understand? So there's a difference between a hip hopper, and a rapper. Anybody can rap, but we're not all hip hop because if you don't represent that culture and you don't know where we come from, this is not hip hop. You could just be a rapper. You're just rapping. Let me stop right there.
Yeah, like I said, we as people, and bro, like I said, it basically is. I'm tell you why I say it basically is the same. One, they fight over land over there. They try to take the power and control from one another to take over the land. What happened over here centuries ago?
All right. Well,
All
what
right.
happened
Well, what happened
centuries ago?
centuries ago?
This was
This was a business.
a business. This is the United States corporation. Remember, we're living in two places at one time. We're living in the United States of America, and we're living on the organic land of America. You understand? So
Understand?
we need to
So we
learn
need.
to separate the business from the organic land. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Hold on for a minute, Amber. You could come up. You know you could come up. Come on. And I'm like, the reason I said that was because when the Europeans came over here, people was already over here, and what they did, they came and took the land, right?
correct. You think Christopher Columbus discovered this shit? Let's break it down. All right. The land is usually named after the person who discovered it. So Christopher Columbus claims he discovered America, but then again, they tell you that America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. You understand? So there's a contradiction right there. Right there, there's a contradiction between Christopher Columbus and Amerigo Vespucci. America Amuraka, Tupac Amuru, Shakur Amurakan, American. So remember, this ain't our language. This ain't our history. I'm not well. I'm a direct descendant of the indigenous people of the Americas. All right. Some of us call ourselves Spanish. We're not Spanish. We're not Latin. Latin is a language. Go on Google and Google Latin European country. All right. So when you call yourself Latin, you're calling yourself a white American. You understand? So I'm not Latin. The closest thing we are is Hispanics because the present day Dominican Republic was Hispaniola, as it was called by our ancestors. You understand? So that's why they call us Hispanic. I'm not Spanish. I'm not Latin. The closest thing you would call me is Hispanic. Closest to the Caribbean as Hispaniola. Get my drift?
Yeah, but back to the like I said, the government over here is be wants to be uh, I'm gonna say going that want to be bullies, trying to throw their weight around, which they got a lot of stuff going on over here. But I look like this right here. If we start looking, I'm talking about everybody. I don't care what skin tone you are. If you look back in yourself, start using your mind and start doing your research. I'm talking to everybody. I don't care white, black, Greek, purple, whatever. Start doing your research and see what all the governments are doing to the people, and it basically they all doing the same thing. They basically doing the same thing.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What's up,
That's why we
Silverback?
got these.
What's going on, D Truth? Salute to you, respect to you, Don P.
Go ahead.
Respect, respect.
Let's Silverback get in here. Go ahead, Silverback.
Now, back to what the original question you was talking about, about what's going on in Israel and the Hamas and everything. the whole thing, man, it all goes back to money and power. You know, um, it's been reported, and you can look it up. It's been on the news and so forth. You know, Joe Biden, he pushed in about billions of dollars into the to Iran. Iran is basically kind of like helping out the Hamas, and in regards to Israel. So, of course, now Biden is he's full fledged on he's steady pumping money of U.S. money into helping them, and you know, D Truth, we talked about this the last live. You know, he's pushing billions of dollars into Israel, helping out Israel and the Ukraine. So basically, he is basically, you know, he's helping them, and you know, it's all about money. It's all about money, and so we got a bunch of issues here in the United States that need to be addressed, and you know, we talked about that as well. The last live you had, we have a bunch of issues here in the States, but yet and still we're you know, this dude here, he's pumping money into things that don't even concern him.
Yeah, and another thing is not just only him. The House and the Senate, they pushing it too. Think about it.
Right, and then just like you was talking about, you know, he can't do anything without their approval, you know. So what he does, you know, they're behind him on doing that, you know. So it'll never be over unless, you know, and he's a puppet. We talked about that too. That dude's a puppet, so he's gonna do what he gets approved to do. So whether or not it's going to be a World War III or it's going to be something else, I don't know, man. I me personally, I don't know. What I do know is a bunch of countries, you know, they don't like us. If we're going to get involved in that, they'd be like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? So they see us involved in it, they're like, "What's up?" It's a chance, a chance to get involved too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got another question for you. I had posed a question. You probably getting on the panel. Do you think other countries are doing their citizens just like this country is doing their citizens?
Okay, you kind of cut out.
I said, do you think the other countries, Mexico, China, Japan, Russia, all those countries, yeah, they're doing their citizens just like they do, just like the United States doing us?
Please, excuse me, gentlemen. Please let me interject. And that's why I think Donald Trump was a great president. You know, everybody's scared of Iran. Everybody's scared to face these religions. You know, Donald Trump will go over there and Donald Trump's been the first president to go to Iran in like 20 years. You understand? When I don't care what they tell y'all, Donald Trump is racist, or he said this, or he said that. Look at how the country was growing. Crime was down. We had jobs. You understand? People who say, "Oh, Iran is our enemy and terrorists," you understand? Donald Trump went over there and showed the world. Y'all niggas is full of shit. These niggas respect us. We need a leader and a president in here that ain't afraid to fucking speak. You understand? Donald Trump will show respect. If y'all see the last interview between Donald Trump and Putin, when Putin handed that soccer ball to Donald Trump, he said, "This is on your hands, my nigga." This was an expression, all right? Y'all have to understand and look at this. He told Donald Trump, "The world is in your hands." Donald Trump was the first president to be accepted. You know, Iraq gave him the warrior honor and welcome into their country. He was accepted because, I don't care what y'all think about Donald Trump. Donald Trump talks a lot of shit. Yeah, he's from New York, just like me. I grew up with him. He might say the wrong shit, and he might express himself in the wrong manner. Just like when he said, stop calling fat people pigs. He said, I ain't call fat people pigs. I called Rosie O'Donnell a pig. You understand? So you gotta you gotta know who you dealing with. All right. I'm sorry whoever respects Barack Obama. But Barack Obama ain't do nothing for us. Look at what Donald Trump did for us. The HBCUs has to go every year to the federal state to get funding. Donald Trump said, nah, y'all ain't got to come back. We're going to give y'all funding. Y'all got to understand Donald Trump and what he proposed and what he issued. You understand? He a street nigga. Remember, he a New York nigga. So when he talks like us. You have to be from New York to understand a New Yorker. So yeah, he might say some shit that might sound racist, y'all, but that's the way we speak. You understand? We from New York. We're from the melting pot. We've been around people. You know what I mean? We grew up dissing each other. You know what I mean? We grew up snapping on each other. So even though I'm Puerto Rican, I've been called the rice and bean eater, but you understand that's our culture. You know what I mean? So I can't be mad when y'all motherfuckers y'all niggas is beaners. That's a fact. We eat rice and beans. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand who's talking and the way they're talking. If there's a fact, it's a motherfucking fact. It's your opinion, it's your motherfucking opinion. You gotta understand the fact. And like I said, a lot of people don't like Donald Trump because they portrayed him as racist. What did Joe Biden say to Charlemagne? He said, y'all niggas don't vote for me, y'all ain't black. What did Donald Trump say? Y'all ain't got nothing to lose. All these motherfuckers lied to y'all. Voting for me, what the fuck do you have to lose? These are facts. All right? I'll go with facts. I don't care what you think about. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. The facts and the truth can't be opposed or denied. I'm gonna fall back and let people on the panel speak.
Yeah, we're gonna say this right here with Trump. Like I said, I don't care if Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush. I don't care who be president. They cannot do nothing without the Senate and the House. Bottom line, and everything that's going on in the United States, it's just like I'm gonna use a football scenario. Yeah, the coach, yeah, he gets a heat if the team wins a big ball game like the Super Bowl or the national championship, or they lose the Super Bowl or the national championship. Who get all the blame? The quarterback. The quarterback ain't nothing without the other 10 players.
Who the quarterback is on?
You see what I'm saying? See, there's more people higher than the Senate and the House and the president that run this country, and people don't want to admit that. Respect, Amber. What's your take on this? Go ahead.
For me?
I said Amber. Respect to her. You there, Amber?
Chickie's History Channel is on here.
Okay,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I'm sorry.
What you do? Have yourself? You had yourself on mute.
No, I was in the back chat. Am I echoing?
Go ahead. Everybody else muted up, just to be sure. Go ahead.
Okay. I was in the back chat and I didn't see the X to. I haven't been on online in quite a while, and so I'm just like nervous, like crazy nervous. But what I was saying was now I've lost my track. What I was going to say and everything, but just like this dude that was just talking, I can't see the name. Something Don P. Is it Don?
Yeah, Don P.
Okay, I can hear myself like I'm echoing. But anyway,
go ahead.
Just like he's proud of, himself, where he's from and everything. I'm the same way. And other people are the same way. But we have to respect each other. And, you can't just say to hell with everybody like that, because look, I done lost track of what we were even talking about by trying to get on here. I had to get off the tablet. I had to get on here. And now I'm like, what the hell were we even talking about? That thing that's going on over there is a major, this is just my opinion now. is a major distraction of what's going on here in our homeland. They don't want us to see what's really going on. It's like a distraction. And they're stopped sending money to Ukraine. Now they're funding this shit that's going on over there now, right? They're using the guise of what's going on over there for the money, to keep their funneling the money, the war machine, the industrial war thing, whatever you call it. But industrial complex, what is it called?
A military industrial complex. All right. When George Bush was in power, when them towers knocked down, that wasn't terror. That wasn't a terrorist attack. That was internal. You know what I mean? Even George Bush,
our government
George Bush told y'all, I'm a war president. All right, now you have to understand who George Bush and his father's cronies are. If you study who Halliburton is and Lockheed Martin, all right, they're taking our money. Just like our president is sending money over there. What you think these dudes is doing? Sending it back. This shit is all a motherfucking money scheme. You understand? So, like I'm saying, whoever's in power takes control of the world. George Bush got on there. Look at all the look at 9/11. Study 9/11. You understand? Study these two towers went down. But remember, building
that was done by our own government. Our own government did that. Our own government is the one that is ruining us. Our own government. And the fact that our government, Trump got in there, he was appointed to do the job that he's doing. And he's taken down the deep state. He went and did that tour. He met with Putin, Xi Jinping, Rocket Man, whatever, all them, India, all of those leaders. And they all agreed to help take the deep state, because what's going on in the United States is also going on over everywhere in the world. All the governments are dirty and they run the land. They ruin the people. And that's what we are all of us, black, white, bronze, whatever color you might be, anybody, we are all going to have to do this together, because together we stand, and united we stand, divided we fall. We are overthrowing our government, and y'all may not see it, but that's what's taking place. And this shit that's going on overseas is a distraction, so that the people, they're trying to pull this shit so we can't see and we can't pay attention. They're getting ready to call for they're going to try to lock everybody down again. This is recent. Again, all over the world, under the guise of three new things, right? Because they've lost control. But it's not going to happen. We're going to win. We're going to win. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. But the true fight is not black against white. That people need to let that go and come together and stand against evil. It's good versus evil, and you can't straddle the fence. You either with the good or you with the bad. If you support killing, if you support war, and these people that are saying down with these people, destroy Gaza, destroy Hamas, you're destroying human lives. This is a spiritual war, and it's worldwide. And the truth entitled this, or is it something else? Well, the something else is you either getting ready to meet your maker or you going to hell. I truly, if you go and look at that, the truth, I wish I could get you to call me. Because when I get on these panels, I can't speak what I need to.
Over here you can. Amber. Over here I don't care. And if it needs to be said, say it.
Okay. Well, it burns me up when I hear. All right, now, so I get the position. I get the position that black people want to go back about reparations, slave, our land first, all this stuff. But we can't sort that out right now. Right now, the world is about to be enslaved. That be you, me, everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat, your next door neighbor, the people in the city, the people out in the country. It's gonna get real ugly if you don't put the past in the back burner for a while. And let's cook this goose or turkey or whatever you want to eat, whatever you like to eat. Let's cook this thing first. Then, if you still feel like things didn't turn out right for the world, then go back to that. But right now, we are trying to save humanity, and a lot of people are not awake. They are woke. You know, the truth about the Twin Towers, I've been knowing that. Now it's coming out. All the stuff that I've been accused of, oh, you're conspiracy theorists. Guess what? I'm not anymore, because everything I ever said, I've got people coming to me and saying, you were right. You were right. You were right. You prophecy. No, I don't. I'm paying attention. I'm doing my homework. I'm very much in tune with what's going on. I'm not saying I know it all, but I do know what I know. And I cannot stand to hear somebody say my race or my color, my this or my that. Because if you're saying that, you're not saying you believe one human is just as important as another. Because I promise you, well, I can't promise you, but in the end, if we are going to live on peace on this earth, do you think it's only going to be one skin tone that's going to be living on the earth? No, it's going to be all skin tones, like a melting pot, in peace. And that is what's immediately happening right now. I've had injustices done to me, but I can't dwell on them right now because it's important. It's about saving the children's future. They're the future. And if we keep on being blind to the facts, what's going on over there, we need to pay attention to what's going on over here. And I really, y'all can mark my words on this. There's not going to be no election. I really don't believe there's going to be an election. Y'all could think I'm crazy. It doesn't even matter because I know what I know, you know? And how do I know that my stuff is facts? I'm pretty sure there's some of y'all, like the guy that was just talking, that was talking about the Bushes. Oh, they're the deep state for sure. They're the satanic, children eating, blood drinking, adrenochrome thirsty motherfuckers. Excuse my language. But that's what they are. And they're being exposed. And if you'll watch the live court hearings, hey, I am in shock that everything that I heard is coming true. They're calling them out, y'all. They're calling them out. And there probably will be a blackout because they're going to shut down the media. When they turn it back on, they're going to televise all of them being court-martialed. And the reason Donald Trump right now wants his court thing, cameras in the courtroom, is because then that sets the standard. Then when they get their court-martial, they're going to be televised as well for the world to see. It's finally going to happen, y'all. But please, if you can find it in yourself to forget your own skin color, you can just ignore your skin color and remember your spirit. And the people that do you wrong, do you dirty, talk to you dirty, you can't let them influence.
You're breaking up, Amber. You're breaking up.
It's my internet.
Yeah, but we get exactly what you're saying, and like I said, that we all got to come together at one. Cause if we don't come together at one, we know, like I said before. Sit back, you heard me say it before. Amber, you heard me say it before. If you're the Bush, you heard me say it before. Like with a whole lot of whites, black, Asian, A whole bunch of people around the world gonna get left behind. Gonna get left behind.
Correct.
That's
This
right.
isn't
Uh,
Left behind.
this isn't a color situation. We were struggling. You
yeah,
understand? This is
yeah.
power.
Respect the DJ, respect the flamethrower. If you got any time, flamethrower, I would love to hear your take on this, cause it's like
Oh, the
choosing,
flamethrower.
it's like choosing sides. You know what
Oh,
side I choose.
he
You know what side I choose. I choose the
The
side. I choose right instead of wrong. Cause I look at this way here. Cause guess what?
truth. For
And
the
we know,
people.
for the people, especially the innocent children, what they got to do with what's going on there as well. They ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. Well, they wasn't. These kids wasn't asked to be here. Cause guess what? We talk about witness talk about she believe the children are our future, but guess what? Is our children going to have in a future? How about
Well,
are the kids going to have any kind of future?
it's on to us and educate and bring forth this knowledge to our children. You understand? Because if we don't bring this knowledge forth to our children are the future. It's going to take a few great minds to spark to put this seed in and let the seed develop. You know what I mean? Just like I said, Martin Luther King, when he realized what was going on, that's the statement he said. I let my people into a burning building. You understand? I was confused. I was tricked. I was open. You
See,
understand?
yeah.
And
See it back.
Respect
Let's
to
see it back.
Amber
Yeah,
and her truth, man, because she's speaking truth. It's up to us. We could change this shit. It's just not enough of us. It's awoke. You know what I mean? We need to wake the fuck up and realize who the fuck we are and the power we are. When Donald Trump gets on that stage and he speaks to y'all, remember, he's telling y'all what to do. Donald Trump tells y'all what to do. He can't do it himself, but he tells you. That's why they don't want him in power. You understand? Because he's been telling y'all, it's you. The people have the power. The power.
yeah,
The masses. If we all came together as a collective and realized who the fuck we are and the power we have, we could take this shit over. You know what I mean? It's all psychological, man. It's all on you.
yeah.
And
I'm looking like this right here. I'm seeing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm seeing.
I don't think I'm echoing now.
Yeah, I'm gonna see do all three y'all in the chat agree with me on this right here.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. Do y'all trust any one of these country leaders, no matter who it is, and that's in power? Do you trust any one of them?
well,
That's a yes. That's that was a yes or no.
none of them. Even in Trump is in power, I vote for him because of his actions, not of his word. Like I said, he funded 8 SBUs. He tried the crime bill or whatever it is, the criminal bill. A lot of people was released under the guise of y'all motherfucker was wrongly accused. You know what I mean? I used to be a big what's their name? What's this motherfucker's name? Clinton. I used to be a big fan. So now Clinton and what's this nigga that was running for office too? Um, but now the crime bill came under these guises. All right, Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the way I was looking for. So the crime bill was held against us, the people in the hood, the bottom. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers was giving us football numbers. They was giving us football numbers for selling drugs, and that's what the people want. This shit is a business. Demand and supply. You have to supply
Hey,
and demand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So when these
yeah,
when these come this crime bill, but they're doing drugs too. Ronald Reagan was a cokehead. That's why he had motherfucking surgery on his nose. Bill Clinton was the motherfucking drug importer, drug trafficker. You have to listen to the people. Governor. You know what I mean? You understand that these people in power are. These people are illegal. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not opposed when they say Donald Trump is a felon and he's being president. All right. Some of the best people and let me direct. Some of the best drug counselors are people who are on drugs. You know what I mean? Some of the best people who can represent us is those that have been in our shoes. You know what I mean? So these people don't know us. They don't know us like that.
Detroit.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. I wanted to go to Silverback. Go ahead, Amber. So, I'm going to Silverback next.
Okay, am I echoing?
Oh, you good? You good?
I got it off of there. I don't know what the issue is.
I don't know what the issue is either. But
he was talking about Bill Clinton. You know that song, "What You Really Know About the Dirty South." Well, Dirty Bill Clinton, he's the one that started the cocaine issue in the black neighborhoods in Atlanta decades ago, years ago, 50 years ago. See, we're doing that with decided that they was going to keep the money, and they cut old Bill Clinton out of it. And then it became a big.
Yeah, you break it up again. Your internet going again. The internet going again.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Cause let me get the Silverback right quick. Go ahead and talk your talk.
Okay. All right.
Let me get the Silverback right quick.
Excuse me. Your Amber, come on back on because I want to hear your opinion. Log off, click off and come back on. But let's listen to Silverback King opinion. You know what I mean? Well, I would like to.
Yeah, go ahead, Silverback. What you think about what we talking about? Because I'm gonna come back around this subject anyway. You already know that. You know me.
Yep, I do.
So, what's your take on the question I asked?
Yeah, you had asked about, do you trust any of the leaders? And I'm like, nope. Because none of these leaders, all these leaders are puppets, man. All these leaders are puppets. They're being paid. They're being paid to be the boss. You know what I mean? So, these billionaires, like for example, I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas, D-Truth. These billionaires, man, are like, for example, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner. Him and Trump are really close. You know what I'm saying? It all goes back to what, and we discussed this in the last live too. We discussed this. It's you scratch my back and I scratch yours. You know what I mean? You put these bills on the table for the Senate and for the House to approve, and it gets approved, then I got your back there, buddy. And that's exactly what these parties are based out of. You know what I mean? I don't trust neither one of these parties or or none of these leaders. You know what I mean? I don't trust. So back to your original question, I don't trust none of these leaders, and I'm pretty sure I know your answer.
Yeah, you already know I don't answer questions unless I got something to say, and I don't trust none of them. You know why? You know why I say that? It don't mean I asked that question was think about it. When you're on your job, right, and they got a big inspection coming. You know what I'm talking about, Silverback, don't you? You got a big inspection coming.
Yep.
And you're gonna do the things that are gonna make you look good.
Exactly. The stuff we do.
Yeah. And yeah, you go over there to go tune and all that stuff like that. Yeah. How many presidents had when to visit some country that other presidents have when to visit? Right? It's all for show. So it's all for show. Yeah, although Trump don't really is really not a politician, but the thing is, he's still a puppet. It's on
Correct.
the so it's on the something. It's on the so far he can go with doing something for them people pull their rein back on him.
Right. Exactly. And that's
And
that's
yeah, and I'm gonna say this right here. We got to come together, but not only just for our the future of our lives. We got to come together for the future of our for the children's lives that's in this world, in this country, in this community. Because we don't. Put it back. I'm saying if some of them don't, I feel so sorry for some of them children that is with their parent or parents that is not woke, because they're gonna be lost. Don't mean they're gonna be lost because their parents are lost.
facts.
Facts.
And that's
So
exactly my bad. My bad.
My bad.
it's just like we as see one thing we're not doing for each other. I don't care what race, creed, color you are. We do it to our own community. We are not looking at each other as a human being. Bottom line, we looking at each other as money machine. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, how can I get money off of this person? You feel what I'm saying? Think about it.
Oh yeah.
Like that Gulf War. We already knew about the weapon of mass destruction. That was about to done going on. And when I figure out why Biden send money over there for, when I find that out, I know I'm gonna break that news out. Cause I think he want Israel and Ukraine to have he want the United States to have control over both of them. What you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna came to
it's gonna came to billions of dollars. I mean, billions upon billions of dollars. You know what I mean? So you saw how he just automatically just jumped into that. When it popped off over there in Israel, he was the first person to he's the first person to want to get dibs on that. You know what I mean? So of course he wants to have. If he gives you don't it's you give all that money to those countries, you don't think he want something in return? Of course he does. You know what I'm saying? And that
Ain't that for free? Ain't that look? What is free in this world?
nothing.
It just see. It's just like these the food they say sugar free, caffeine free. You guys think they're sugar free, caffeine free? Nope. They got sugar in them.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? And to we as people, as humans, let me rephrase that. If, until some of us, as humans, as people, as one society, one race, start open our mind, open our eyes, and start reading, start researching. Like I said, they're gonna be left. They're gonna be left behind.
That's a
Let's see.
fact.
Let's see. If she got a. You good? You good, Amber?
I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know. See, my internet's so messed up. You had asked the question: do we trust any of our government, or what was the?
Oh, her internet keep messing up.
Man, can't get a break.
Nope, can't get a break. Yeah, but I'm like it's like this right here.
You can't trust none of them. Remember, They're happy. It has to answer to somebody else. The business, the corporation.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I tell you, and I tell you this right here with me. I don't know about. Oh yeah, I know about Silverback. I don't know about Don P. Do he have it? If you have a nieces, nephews, or little boy, little girl, I'm teaching my niece. Hey, you got to get it how you
that
want it. You
was.
got to get you got to get it how you got to get it, but don't get it the illegal way. Try to earn it. You see what I'm saying? Cause this world ain't gonna give you nothing.
I won't
And
say
go ahead.
legally, but I teach my children to stand on a moral compass. You understand? The Bible is a book of instruction. I don't care if y'all religious or not, but you just hold it down. You know what I mean? Be a moral standing person and stand on your moral compass. It doesn't matter what color we are. We all in this shit together. If we lose, we all lose. That's the problem. We're looking at a skin color as our differences. That's not what that's what not what separates us. That's what makes us different. You understand? I've opposed white people who say, you know what I mean? Yeah, Don P, you know what I mean? This and that. And I have to remind them, like, yo, that's not what makes us different is our skin color. That's what separates us. If you could look beyond that and we all stick together as a people, you know what I mean? We can make progress. Progress. That's not what separates us. That's what makes us different. But we all fighting the same war, natural law, universal law. You understand? And that's what we're fighting against, that motherfucking machine. So don't let this racial shit divide us. Once you come up with that racial shit, we fucking lose, man, because we fall into that racial fucking construct. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We are
Yeah,
one. We are a people.
yeah. You right about that. And you said something that really got my attention. It's kind of like this way. This country, just I'm gonna say, this world that we live in, the world that we live in, is just like a car. Think about it. You got the spark plug, you got the spark plugs, you got the alternator, got the battery, they got the starter. Am I right? And you got to have oil. Am I right? For a car.
Correct, correct.
Silverback.
Facts, facts.
Okay. Take the battery. Take the battery away. What good is the car?
You don't lose power.
Okay. You started messing up. Your car ain't cranking up. And think about it. Let go to the oil real quick. The oil not in the car. You forget to put oil in the car. You drive it. What happened to the motor? The motor locks up on you. Then what you got to do?
You gotta
What's
get
that? Go ahead, Silverback.
yeah, you're gonna have to when you mess up, you're gonna have to get that note.
Hey, Silverback, hold it down for me. Gotta go take care of mama.
Go ahead, Don P. What you got?
Now I just want to hear what you gotta say because as I speak, we need to stand together as a people. Like I said, these politicians, this law, we all enslaved under the guise of the 14th Amendment as U.S. citizenship. You know what I mean? Everybody, they have to be U.S. citizen, but that's enslavement. You know what I mean? And that's why I fight for our American power, our Aboriginal status. You understand? We are bound to this land by inheritance, by our ancestors. Don't be fooled by letting all of y'all think that melanated people came from Africa. Remember, we are bound to this land. If you don't feel you bound to this land and our continent, you don't fight for it as you would know if this was yours. The term coin African American is recent. You understand? We are the indigenous peoples of the Americas. If we knew our law and understand what these people are doing here, we can overtake them because we need to hold them accountable by law and treaties. But we don't know our laws and treaties. Remember, these people were given permission to conduct business on 13 colonies. All right. So if we held them responsible and stick to your law, y'all motherfuckers was only given permission to hold on to these 13 colonies. So the rest of the Americas is ours. We need to understand we're living in two places at one time. We're living in the United States of America. Are you people aware that every state has its own constitution? We are bound together by federal law under the United States of America. You understand? That's why they hate Texas, because Texas is always threatening to succeed. To succeed. If you succeed, then you know what I mean? You're separating yourself from that contract. But remember, this is a fucking contract. This is law. We just don't know our law because we don't know who the fuck we are. We done lost our motherfucking minds. Going back to what I said before, not all melanated people were slaves. You know what I mean? There was a few million Africans that was brought from Africa. And going back, and please excuse me if y'all don't understand what I'm about to say about the Confederacy. Under the Confederacy, that was Southern law. It was illegal to import slaves from the North to the South. Why? Because they were taking the indigenous people of the Americas, and which I've been to, the reservations, the Shinnecock Reservation and the Poopsac Reservation. And when you look at these people, who are they? They're not these $5 Indians. They look just like you, Black Americans. You know what I mean? With a black features, indigenous features, dreads, and motherfucking braids. You understand? So I used to be confused when I used to go onto these Indian reservations and I saw all these people look like black people. You know what I mean? While you were considered to be a black folk. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? And some people will coin these people as, you know what I mean? Like I said, look, man, I'm a direct descendant of the indigenous people of the Americans. So when these people will look at these reservations and they will call these folks Monags. And when I say Monags are the Indian. Nah, y'all motherfuckers are confused. These are the Aboriginal people of the Americas. You understand? So we've been manipulated and mind fucked to go against our own people. Remember who the fuck we are. I remember who Old Dirty Bastard was. And I think the Jizza and Rizza are direct descendants of the people of the Americas and the indigenous people. And like D Truth said, remember what was in Central Park before it became Central Park? There was a tribe there of melanated people. We possessed this land. You know what I mean? But by you thinking you're an African American, you don't belong here. This ain't your land, so you won't fight for it as hard as if you knew that you're American, bro. This is your land. Right now, if I was to decline my citizenship to the United States citizenship, what y'all gonna do? Deport me? I'm an American. I was born in Puerto Rico, which are known as the Greater Antilles. Where you gonna deport me to? If I was born in Puerto Rico, where the fuck you gonna deport me to? America? Let's be serious. Get my drift?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here. Then I'm gonna get everybody final thoughts. And it's like we as people is kind of not see, I'm gonna keep preaching this message, Don P. Sit back already know I'm gonna keep preaching this message. See, it's the higher power law. It's the law that people make, and it's the law of the land. I'm gonna let y'all. I want everybody to think about what I just said. The three laws, where the three laws came from. then I'm gonna come back with a second show to talk about that and the laws the man that the man want us to follow and how the man do not know the laws themselves. So that over there, put it this way, we want to be bullies. We want to. Let me just say that the United States wanted to control everything. I'm going to say it. Uh, uh, we're we're not the only country that want to try to control everything. I hope people get that out of their head and think that.
Let me talk right here real quick because I'm Puerto Rican and I've been racially discriminated against. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give y'all power. So when these people tell you go back to where the fuck you came from, you need to stop them right there and tell them, hold on a second, go back 4, 5 generations and tell me where you came from. Most of you light skinned people, y'all motherfuckers is European. So don't come over here and fight this motherfucking I'm American shit. Y'all niggas ain't American. All right, let's go five generations back and who we are. Y'all motherfuckers came from across seas. We are the indigenous people of the Americas. We've been here since God created this land. And I'm telling y'all, hold truth to it. Because like I said, I've been felt like, I felt like this in my land where motherfuckers would tell me, go back to where the fuck you came from. Where I came from, nigga, I'm from the Caribbean. I'm motherfucking American. Go back 5 generations and tell me where you came from. You Europeans came from across that motherfucking ocean in that land. So I'm giving y'all power. Don't feel bad when these people tell you go back to where you came from. Nah, y'all need to put them in their motherfucking proper place and let them know, like, yo, my ancestors been here for fucking since God created this earth. Y'all niggas is European or whatever the fuck you claim to be. Go back to where the fuck you came from because I felt less of a person when I'm standing here in the organic land of America and people who tell me go back to where the fuck you came from. These Europeans, you know what I mean? No disrespect. But when these Europeans tell you where the fuck you go back to where you came from, remember, don't feel lesser. Hold them accountable. Nigga, who's your ancestors? Where the fuck did you come from 4 or 5 generations ago? You know what I'm saying? You came from across that border. Our ancestors have been here since the earth was created. So that's a weapon for you to hold. You understand? You have to hold them accountable for their words. So if anybody tells you, go back to where the fuck you came from, be like, yo, my man, I'm American. I'm the indigenous people of the Americas, the copper color skin. You know what I mean? So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit and go back to where the fuck you came from.
Yeah, and Sylvette, your final thoughts.
My final thoughts is this, man. First of all, salute to you, D Truth. Salute Don P. Salute Amber for y'all's input.
Respect together. Your little sister down there.
Oh yeah, together. I really, I would really love for her to come up too, and hear her perspective too. And salute to the commission artwork team. Man, they did a good job on my avatar. That looks just like me. but anyways, my final thoughts is this, man. The main thing is we have to look at our future. Who is our future? Our kids. If our nieces, nephews, if you don't have kids, your nieces, your nephews, your little ones that you can get a hold of, tell them the truth about history. What the history books will not tell you and will not teach you and will not tell you what's going on behind the scenes. We have to teach our little ones, teach our young people what's right. You know what I mean? There's a difference in telling someone an opinion, but what you know as the truth is what you need to get out to your young people. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I'm not going to get on any platform or get on my soapbox about politics, because on both sides of the fence there is a lot of corruption. You got to do what's best for you and your family, morally, financially, the whole spectrum. You got to do what's best, what's right for you, and judge accordingly. And so that's my final thoughts on that. So man, I appreciate you having me come up, D Truth. It's always a pleasure, man.
Hey, you already know I always, you know I always. I'm getting ready
right there.
I'm gonna get ready to close it. Darby, I'm getting ready to close it down. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead and give your final thoughts.
All right. Remember, don't be influenced by influencers. Our parents and our ancestors taught us, be yourself. Don't be influenced. You don't have to be on alcohol or drugs to be under the influence. You could be psychologically influenced. You know what I mean? And people are making professions out of influencers. So the influencers are here to okie doke you. They're influencers. Don't fall under the influence. You know what I mean? Be yourself. Study. Express your own mind. Just like I'm on here expressing my own mind. And even if people oppose you, don't be afraid to be opposed, because the truth can't be hidden or denied. You know what I mean? Be your motherfucking self. Don't be influenced by these influencers. Influencers have a job now. They get paid to influence you in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? So I just want to tell y'all that. Don't motherfucking fall asleep. Stay woke. Don't be influenced by other people, man. The truth can't be hidden or denied. And even if you stand on your truth and people oppose you, the truth is the truth, man. Don't be get along to go along, man. Stand on the motherfucking truth and the facts, and you will be your own man. A lot of people don't motherfucking like me on here. Yeah, I'm not popular. Why? Because I speak the motherfucking truth. Because I will break y'all down. Y'all niggas ain't on the truth. Y'all just YouTubers. Y'all actors. Y'all phony. Y'all doing this shit for clicks and views. And that's why I'm not liked. And I don't care if y'all like me, because I'm going to stand on the truth and my honest square and my moral square. You understand? And I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like me. I don't care if I got one supporter that stands on the truth and the moral square. That's my man. I'd rather, 10 lions than 100 sheep. And that's all I got to tell y'all, man. Don't let these motherfucking people okey doke you. Be yourself. Stand on your truth. Stand on your moral ground and your moral square. You know what I mean?
I couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't have said it better myself. And guess what? And the thing about it, look at, as I tell people, do not, if you're not willing to go down that rabbit hole, this is not the channel for you. How many times have I said that? How many times have I said that, Silverback?
Many a time. We talk about stuff here, people. Real life stuff. That's the reason why I respect you, D Truth, because these are conversations that need to be had. These conversations can lead to us having the conversations with our families at private time. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this is, that's the reason why, man. If I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate these real life conversations, not these games, but these kind of conversations need to be had. Everyday conversations that we go through on a daily basis, because life is not about games, man. Life is not about, this is real. What we're talking about is real. The last live you had, all of your lives, man, this is real life situations that need to be talked about. And the only way that, you can have these discussions and make changes where, we have these discussions and you take it to your family and then it spreads like that. That's the only way you can have change, is having these real life conversations.
And, and I hate to divert from the topic, and that's why I respect Eve. Eve James, I will always rock with you because you've always been authentic. You know what I mean? You've been keeping it real. And I don't care who motherfuckers have slander. The truth is the truth. As long as I've been on these panels with Eve, she's always been, you know what I mean, defending herself. She's playing defense instead of offense. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people on here will slander you and they will bring fake shit onto the panel. And I've exposed these dudes. And these dudes that talk shit about Eve, y'all niggas incredible because I've proven y'all motherfuckers to be wrong. I've been in the sector motherfucking years. And I know y'all motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't respect slander and open door. I respect the motherfucking truth. You understand? So Eve stand on her own. She stand on the truth. She don't bring lies on y'all motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers bring lies upon her. You know what I mean? And that's why much respect to you, Queen. You already know what it is.
And you know what though? You know what? See, he just touched on something that I want to talk about tonight. He just touched on something I want to talk about tonight, which got to do with rules, regulations, laws. We go down that rabbit hole, Silverback, tonight. You ready?
I'm ready, bro.
All right. For Amber, Don P, Silverback King, and for my chat, respect out to the Nile River, respect out to Twin East Nation, Wolfpack, Truth Nation, and Elevation Squad, respect to everybody else that I didn't get to. Like I always say, love and respect yourself, because if you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. And love yourself, because who gonna love you more than yourself? Peace. We are out of here.
Facts, man. Stand on the truth, man. Stand on your
Woo!